inside the Jello shot.
Nice.
Good to some people, but
Yeah,
not to me.
I'm out. I'm out on the pineapple and the fireball.
Are those going to be available at council meetings then?
Well, I did have one councilman today ask me if we could start having refreshments. Not going to say who.
It was me.
Around so I can see her now.
I'm not watching it. So.
I didn't either.
I refuse.
I did too.
I got
watched
a phone
it.
call.
It was almost hilarious how terrible it was.
Where you're on.
Ready.
Fine.
I was bad for it.
It's 7 o'clock.
All right. This is Mayor's Agenda, City of Hannibal Official Council Agenda, Tuesday, July 20th, 2021, Council Chamber, 7 p.m. I'd ask the clerk, please call the roll.
Councilmember Franke.
Here.
Mayor Hark.
Here.
Councilmembers Bowen.
Here.
Welch.
Here.
Beach. McCoy.
Here.
And Mayor Pro Tem Dobson.
Here. There being a quorum, I call this meeting to order. Councilman Dobson, would you do the invocation, please?
Heavenly Father, watch over us tonight as we conduct the business of the city. Be with those affected by COVID. Help those citizens that are affected and their families. Watch over our first responders. Bless them. In Jesus' name, amen.
Lieutenant Grody and Corporal Logson, would you lead us in the pledge? Thank you. At this time, council, I'd ask for a motion to approve the agenda as it is posted this Tuesday, July 20th.
So move.
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's carried. Now asking for a motion to approve the regularly scheduled council meeting of July 6, 2021.
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Now a motion to approve the payroll and claims for first half July 2021.
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion over payroll and claims? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's carried. Council, under my name at this time for a second reading, James Sylvie, for appointment for a term to expire April of 2025. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Motion is second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's carried. And then for a first reading for the Hannibal Housing Authority, first reading, Chad Collier, reappointment for a term to expire April 2024, and Kelly Smith, a reappointment for a term to expire April 2025. There's no roll call on that matter. Council, also for your consideration, will be a resolution 2352-21. It's the employment agreement for the city manager. Do you have any questions over that? And discuss it at the time it's brought up or now? Okay. That ends the portion of myself. Lisa Peck, city manager, take it away.
This evening, I will be presenting for Andy Dorian the Hannibal Regional Airport runway light replacement project request for permission to apply for a MoDOT aviation grant to replace the runway lights, PAPIs, and reels at the airport. The current runway lights are out of compliance due to their height and age. The PAPI, which is the Precision Approach Path Indicator, and reel, which is one runway end identifier lights, are at the end of their useful life and are suffering consistent failures. The cost estimate is $690,500 for the project. There's a breakdown in the memo that's included with the federal funding and the City of Hannibal funding. The city will be able to take their portion of the funding, which is $52,383 from the aviation non-primary entitlement funding that the city receives. So that'll cover the 90% portion, and the Department of Public Works recommends approval to send in a MoDOT aviation application for federal state assistance for the estimated amount of $690,500 to replace the runway lights, reels, PAPIs at the regional airport.
And that'll be Resolution 2353-21 to follow. Are there any questions? Anything else?
No, there's additional financial information that was attached in your packets.
Angel Sobrania, City Clerk.
Thank you. Mayor and Council, I have two items this evening, basically both housekeeping in nature. My first item is to request to set a public hearing for the USDA grant application. As you recall, on July 6th, this public hearing was held. However, it did not meet the mandatory 10-day notification requirement. It was only a 6-day notification as far as publication in the newspaper. Therefore, we are required to rehold this hearing. I'm requesting that we set that for Tuesday, August 3rd at 6:30 p.m. as there's already one at 6:45. And it was verified with USDA that the application itself does not need to be reapproved, just hold a 10-day notification to give the public an opportunity to address support or opposition for the grant application. So I would request that we set a public hearing August 3rd at 6:30 p.m.
I will make that motion.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's carried.
Thank you very much. My next item is the destruction of documents as required by the Missouri Secretary of State's office. I am required to bring to you for approval the authorization to destroy records that meet the requirements and the time period as allowed. And attached to your agenda, you find Exhibit A10, which will become part of the permanent record that identify those documents to be destroyed. These go along with some that I requested permission not too long ago, and we just have enough to have them actually destroyed, and we'll oversee the destruction.
Okay.
Make a motion for destruction of the documents per the exhibit.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's carried.
So
Everything?
that's everything.
Great. Council, we have before us Resolution 2352-21. Need a motion to have the clerk read this resolution. Call the roll for adoption.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Resolution number 2352-21, a resolution of the City of Hannibal authorizing the mayor to execute a 3-year city manager employment agreement between the city and Lisa Peck for services as Hannibal city manager. Councilmember Franke?
Aye.
Mayor Hark?
Yes.
Councilmembers Bowen?
Yes.
Welch?
Yes.
Beach? McCoy?
Yes.
And Mayor Pro Tem Dobson.
Yes.
Declare Resolution 2352-21 duly approved, adopted on this day. We have Resolution 2353-21. I need a motion to have the clerk read this resolution. Call the roll for adoption.
So moved.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's carried.
Resolution number 2353-21, a resolution of the City of Hannibal authorizing the mayor to execute a Missouri Department of Transportation aviation application for federal state assistance in the estimated amount of $690,500 for the replacement of the runway lights, reel, and PAPIS at the Hannibal Regional Airport. Councilmember Franke? Mayor Hark?
Yes.
Councilmembers Bowen?
Yes.
Welch?
Yes.
Beach? McCoy?
Yes.
And Mayor Pro Tem Dobson.
Yes.
Declare Resolution 2353-21 duly approved, adopted on this day. We now have Bill number 21-018. I need a motion to have the clerk give this bill a second and final reading.
So, second.
Motion is second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's carried.
Bill number 21-018, an ordinance ratifying and reaffirming the City of Hannibal's procedure to disclose potential conflicts of interest and substantial interests for certain municipal officials and employees as required biannually by Missouri State Statutes 105.483 and 105.485. Second and final reading. Councilmember Franke? Mayor Hark?
Yes.
Councilmembers Bowen?
Yes.
Welch?
Yes.
Beach? McCoy?
Yes.
And Mayor Pro Tem Dobson.
Yes.
Declare Bill number 21-018 duly approved and adopted on this day. We now have before us Bill number 21-019. I need a motion to have the clerk give this bill a second and final reading.
So moved.
Second.
Motion's in a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's carried.
Bill number 21-019, an ordinance of the City of Hannibal revising Chapter 32 zoning of the revised ordinances of the city by adding a new Article 16, District P1, Parks and Recreation District. Second and final reading. Councilmember Franke? Mayor Hark?
Yes.
Councilmembers Bowen?
Yes.
Welch?
Yes.
Beach? McCoy?
Yes.
And Mayor Pro Tem Dobson.
Yes.
I declare Bill number 21-019 duly approved and adopted on this day. We now have before us Bill number 21-020. I need a motion to have the clerk give this bill a second and final reading.
So moved.
Motion is second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's carried.
Bill number 21-020, an ordinance of the City of Hannibal rezoning 500 Bridge Street from P1 Parks and Recreation District to H1 Historic District and amending the city's zoning map accordingly. Second and final reading. Councilmember Franke?
Aye.
Mayor Hark?
Yes.
Councilmembers Bowen?
Yes.
Welch?
Yes.
Beach? McCoy?
Yes.
And Mayor Pro Tem Dobson.
Yes.
I declare Bill number 21-020 duly approved on this day. Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Carried.